Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump losing to Harvard. Federal Judge Allison Burroughs agreed with Harvard and ruled that Trump's $2.2 billion government grant funding freeze was unlawful. The summary is that the judge found the freeze arbitrary and capricious and said it violated the First Amendment and Title VI. Burroughs' ruling in the U.S. District Court in Massachusetts stops anybody in the administration from enforcing Trump's order to freeze the funding. The administration froze the grants to Harvard on April 14th. Shortly after, Harvard rejected Trump's demands to make ideological changes at the university. The judge said, quote, "The fact that defendants' swift and sudden decision to terminate funding, ostensibly motivated by anti-Semitism, was made before they learned anything about anti-Semitism on campus or what was being done in response, leads the court to conclude that the sudden focus on anti-Semitism was, at best, arbitrary and at worst, pretextual." The judge also went on to reference Trump's letter to the university, specifically conditioned funding on agreeing to its 10 terms, only one of which related to anti-Semitism, and the others included things far outside the government's purview, including who could teach at or attend the university. The ruling said, quote, "A review of the administrative record makes it difficult to conclude anything other than that defendants used anti-Semitism as a smokescreen for a targeted, ideologically motivated assault on this country's premier universities." The judge went on to chastise the Trump administration, saying their actions, quote, "have jeopardized decades of research and the welfare of all those who could stand to benefit from that research, as well as reflect a disregard for the rights protected by the Constitution and federal statutes." Most universities have caved to Trump's pressure campaigns, but Harvard has consistently fought back on various fronts. The research grants Trump cut off to try to control Harvard's ideology include incredibly important research, ranging from the high-tech, like protecting astronauts from radiation for Trump's space missions, to things Trump doesn't seem to care about, like helping the VA determine during an ER visit which veterans are at risk of hurting themselves. Reminder, Trump has plans to cut 80,000 personnel from the VA. Trump's attack on education is nowhere near over, and the administration appears to be going after Harvard's patents in another attempt to pressure the world-renowned university into obeying Trump's demands to remove the features that made it world-renowned. The demands from the administration follow a familiar pattern from the administration, in which Trump's feelings are treated as indisputable fact, as he simultaneously casts himself as the foremost expert on the international trade, higher education, epidemiology, monetary policy, and so on. I'll trust the institution that trained many of the world's foremost experts in those fields. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.